next traction failure is TLTE without LSB. Total loss of tractive effort without GR progression and without lamp LSB glowing. And the abnormal sign is when MP is moved from 0 to N and then to plus for a notch progression, lamp LSGR will not extinguish, ammeters and notch repeater will not deviate, loco will not move, but lamp LSB extinguishes. And the reasons are VE1 coil not energizing. Since VE1 coil, which is a progression coil in the tap changer circuit, has not energized, we are experiencing total loss of tractive effort without GR progression. So to understand this traction failure, we will go to the circuit. Here, this is the tap changer circuit, and this is VE1 coil, and this coil is for progression, and we can see the conditions for VE1 coil energization are CCPT in good condition, BL in the driving cab unlocked, MP is placed on plus, and Q52 relay should be in de-energized position. That means its normally closed interlock remains closed. Q51 relay should be in de-energized condition. Its normally closed interlock remains closed. Q50 relay should energize and its normally open interlock gets closed. ZSMGR handle closes on 6 o'clock position, that is PACO switch is completely lifted, and GR closes from 0 to 31 notches interlock. Since the notch is on 0 initially, up to 31 notches this interlock remains closed, and when the SMGR pressure is between 2.5 to 3.5 kg per cm square and all these conditions are satisfied, then VE1 coil, the progression coil gets supply and makes one notch progression. Since we are not getting notch progression, we will troubleshoot according to the circuit. So total loss of tractive effort without LSB. The reason is VE1 coil not energizing. The troubleshooting is as under. Try by EEC operation. We tried to operate the GR through MP and we failed. So we will try by EEC operation, emergency electric control operation. Through BPP, we will try to take a notch. If unsuccessful, MP failed, EEC failed, then clear the section by manual operation of GR. As we all know, whenever any trouble is experienced, maximum possible extent we will try to clear the section. So in an effort to clear the section, we will clear the section by manual operation of GR. After clearing section, we'll try to troubleshoot like this. Operate ZSMS 2 or 3 times and try. Then check Q52 relay. It should be in de-energized position. If Q52 is found in energized position, wedge it in de-energized position. And after wedging Q52 in de-energized position, the precaution to be taken is do not keep MP on plus for longer time, which leads to quick progression. Then, if Q52 is found normal, check Q51. It should be in de-energized position. If it is energized, check QRS2. It should be QRS2 should be in energized position. If it is de-energized, observe pilot lamps. Observe pilot lamps. If pilot lamps are also not glowing, check CCLS fuse. Check CCLS fuse. And if fuse is found in fused condition, replace it with precautions. Then if fuse is found good, that is pilot lamps also are glowing, observe BP level. Observe brake pipe pressure level. If BP is found dropped, attend it. Otherwise, if BP level is good, check and ensure RGEB2 cutout cock in open condition. Though BP brake pipe pressure is normal in the locomotive, if RGEB2 cock is closed, RGB2 will sense it as there is no BP and it de-energizes QRS2, which leads to this traction failure. So ensure RGB2 cutout cock in open condition. If still QRS2 is not energized, wedge QRS2 in energized position and work the train with precautions. The precautions are whenever BP drops, while on run, continuously keep a watch on BP gauge, and whenever BP drops accidentally, keep MP on 0 to bring GR to 0. If QRS2 is already energized, clean the interlocks. Then if QRS2 is found normal, check PR2. If it is energized, again observe BP level. If BP level is good, wedge PR2 in de-energized condition. Work the train with precautions. Wedge PR2 in de-energized condition and work the train with precautions. Here also same. Whenever BP drops on run accidentally, keep a watch on BP gauge, and if BP drops accidentally, act according to the condition. If PR2 is already de-energized, clean its interlocks and try. Still, if Q51 is in energized condition, clean the interlocks of Q48 and Q20. If still Q51 is in energized condition, clean the interlocks of Q48 and Q20. And after cleaning Q48 and Q20 interlocks also, if Q51 is still in energized condition, wedge Q51 in de-energized condition, duly informing TLC, and work onwards. If still Q51 is found in energized condition after cleaning the interlocks of Q48 and Q20 also, inform TLC, wedge Q51 in de-energized condition, and work with precautions. Then if Q51 is found normal, if Q51 is not in energized condition, clean the interlocks of Q50. Clean the interlocks of Q50. Ensure ZSMGR handle in 6 o'clock position and PACO switch is completely lifted condition. Ensure ZSMGR handle is in 6 o'clock position and PACO switch is in lifted condition. Ensure SMGR pressure is 2.5 to 3.5 kg per cm square and there are no leakages in the SMGR pipeline. Pressure should be between 2.5 to 3.5 kg per cm square and no leakages should be there. If necessary, increase the pressure up to 4 kg per cm square. If still not successful, contact TLC for advice. If still not successful, contact TLC for advice. So this is the troubleshooting for TLTE without LSB lamp glowing.